Alright, what's going on, guys? Good to see you. Today we're going to talk about keto flu. So you decided to start a ketogenic diet, you're gone through a few days, all of a sudden you feel like crap. You start getting tired and dizzy and lethargic. You might be experiencing what's called keto flu. Now listen, as I've said before, carbohydrates are like drugs. When you pull them away, your body fights you back. So for the first few weeks during the adaptation phase, you're checking yourself into rehab. Now, when you're in rehab, you get these withdrawal symptoms. Now, this is not actual flu. This will pass. A lot of times it could last between 1 to 4 days, at the most a week. All right, you just have to stay strong. If you get keto flu, I guarantee you'll be questioning yourself. You'll think you're crazy for starting this diet. You'll think, oh my God, I'm dying. What am I doing? Try and think positive. You got to keep believing. Your body will adapt and these symptoms will go away. So just stay mentally strong. Now, the most important thing to consider when it comes to preventing and alleviating symptoms of keto flu is electrolytes. It's the number one mistake people make, is not enough electrolytes. There are 3 electrolytes: sodium, magnesium, and potassium, okay? Sodium is very, very, very critical. When you are on a ketogenic diet, you are suppressing the hormone called insulin. Now, that allows you to burn fat, but insulin is also the hormone that tells your kidneys to store sodium. So when you're working out, as you go throughout your day, your body is flushing all the sodium out, okay? Your kidneys are just releasing all that sodium. So you must replace that sodium. It's super, super critical. Now, you can do things like eat salty snacks. Remember to salt your food. And my favorite tip of all is drink a cup of chicken broth. All you have to do, go to the store, buy chicken broth, not the low sodium chicken broth, the regular chicken broth, pour it in a coffee mug, heat it up for a minute, minute and a half, and sip it. It tastes like chicken noodle soup without the chicken noodle. Okay? Listen, this is like the #1 elixir when it comes to curing these symptoms. Anytime a client calls me and says, hey, you know, I'm starting to feel like crap, I will tell them to drink chicken broth. It'll fix the problem immediately. All right, the other electrolyte is potassium. Eat things like avocados. You can also eat green leafy vegetables, are a great source of potassium. And also you can buy what's called light salt. If you want, you can find it in the salt aisle at the grocery store. This is essentially just straight potassium. So the third and final one is magnesium. Magnesium is used for almost every single metabolic action inside your body. You can just go to your pharmacy, you can go to bodybuilding.com, anywhere to find magnesium. I recommend you take between 400 to 500 milligrams of magnesium per day. Now, the other important thing is to make sure that you're hitting your ratios properly. 75% of your calories need to come from fat, 20% need to come from protein, and 5% need to come from carbohydrates. This is very, very important. Guys, remember, this is a high-fat diet. Your body is running on fat, so you need to make sure you get as close as you can to 75% as possible. This is necessary for you to get the required energy, okay? It's critical. So every day you'll get better and better and better at finding ways to add fat. You'll get closer and closer to hitting that goal. Don't get frustrated. Just start searching for answers to be able to add fat. Eventually, you'll get the hang of it, all right? Now, very important, 20% of your calories need to come from protein, okay? If you get too much protein, your body is going to start converting the excess into glucose, just like it does with carbohydrates. This will keep you out of ketosis. It'll also send mixed signals to your body. It doesn't know what it's doing. Is it burning fat or is it still running on glucose? So make sure you don't go over your protein requirement. This is also very difficult. It's hard to get all the fat you need without going over on the protein, so that's why I suggest you avoid things like tuna and chicken and lean cuts of meat. Those are good high quality protein sources, but they don't have a lot of fat. The next thing you know, you'll meet your fat requirement, but your protein will be way above the mark. So if you also have to, guys, kick the protein shakes for the first few weeks. If you're having a hard time getting under 20%, protein shakes are definitely not going to help. You can add the shakes in after you get the hang of it, okay? And finally, when it comes to carbohydrates, you already know you're not having carbs on this diet. Green leafy vegetables at the most are good. Remember, you're tracking net carbs, so at the end of the day, if you're tracking your macros, remember to subtract fiber from your total amount of carbohydrates. The other important thing here is to make sure you're allowing yourself time to rest from the gym. If you're working out, that's absolutely awesome. It's going to help you burn off all that glycogen. Your body's then going to be able to switch over into ketosis. But if you start experiencing keto flu, you definitely want to back away from the gym. Listen, your body's going through so many physical and metabolic changes that if you overtrain in the gym and you don't allow yourself time to rest, allow those muscle fibers to heal up and kind of reduce some of that stress that you put yourself on at the gym, your body's just going to go haywire, man. It's not going to like it whatsoever. So if you get keto flu, I highly recommend you take a rest day and just focus on your nutrition. Okay? You're not going to lose results. You're not going to lose any gains. It's just the smartest thing you can do. Guys, you will get through this phase. The keto flu is just one very short battle that you're going to conquer. Once you're out of the keto flu, you're going to feel great. Your energy is going to go up. Your body's going to make the switch, and you'll be very happy that you stayed strong. So just stay confident, guys. Just keep marching forward. This will pass. All right, that's it. I'm out. Much love and keep up the good work, guys.